Hi, my name is Stephanie, and I absolutely love washing dishes. I love feeling the warm water and the soap on my hands. So, despite having a dishwasher, I still enjoy washing the dishes. And I especially enjoy washing my pots and pans. Now, a lot of the time, when you wash a pot or a pan, it looks clean, but when it's a silver pot or pan, metal pot or pan, after you use it, there's this dross that forms at the bottom of the pan. Dross is that scum or that unwanted material or residue that forms on the surface of molten metal. So you have to heat metal up to get it to a degree where you can work it and make what you want to make out of it. But once you have it, there's this scum that's left behind that has to be removed. So every time I wash a pot or a pan, I think about a children's hour message that I once gave. My husband also likes to wash pots and pans and dishes. But sometimes when he washes the dishes, especially the pots, they look very, very clean on the bottom. But when you look, there's that residue, there's that scum, because the pot has been used and been heated up. So that dross has resurfaced and is right there on the pot. And I remember when we did the Children's Hour message, I told them how my husband and I love to wash pots and pans and dishes. And I told him how my husband had washed a pot and how he thought it was perfectly clean. But then when I looked at the pot, I told him, I said, no, it's not clean. He said, yes, it is. I said, no, it's not clean. He said, yes, it is. I said, no, it's not clean. So I took out a steel wool pad and I took that pot and I just really scrubbed around in it to get that dross off. And once I washed the dross away and rinsed out the pot so that he could see it, he saw his reflection, which he could not see when the dross was there. The pot looked clean and it felt clean, but because of that film, it did not do as it was supposed to and reflect his reflection. So I often tell people, in order to get rid of the dross on a pot or a pan, you have to use an abrasive. During Bible days, the abrasive that was used was actually called hyssop. And you would use hyssop, a beautiful plant. It was lavender in color, and you might mistake it for lavender, but it was bristly and coarse and had thorns. And this was what they used as an abrasive. So when I taught that lesson, I told them, I said, sometimes you can think you're clean, but you're not deep down clean. There's that little bit of scum or that little bit of film that was left behind, just like when you get in the shower and you take the shower and you come out and you feel clean all over, except in a few places you feel like I'm not as clean as I could be, or maybe I missed something. That's what God does to us. He has to take an abrasive and he has to clean us up with that abrasive. Proverbs tells us that if you purge the dross from the silver, then the silversmith has a vessel that he can use. That's in Proverbs 25:4. That if you remove that dross, if you scrub away that dross from the silver, then the silversmith really has something that he can use. And David, when he sinned with Bathsheba and he thought he got away with it, he thought he was clean. I've gotten away with it. No one knows. But then the Lord sent Nathan the prophet and brought his sin to his attention and made him confess that sin. And over in Psalm 51, David tells us, he said, he told the Lord, wash me with hyssop. He told the Lord to take that hyssop and scrub him and take away that sin, take away that dross, take away that film, and give him a new heart and a right heart with the Lord. So that leads us to Steph-ism number 2. You cannot remove the dross. You cannot remove the stain unless you use an abrasive. Take a look at yourself. Look in that pot and see if you can see your true reflection. And if you can't see that true reflection, or you don't recognize the person that you see, then you need to use an abrasive to clean yourself up a little better. The next time you get into the shower, use an loofah sponge and scrub yourself to get rid of that scum and that film. That's what we have to do with sin. We have to scrub it away. We may have to have a little pain when we do away with that sin, or when we try to get rid of that sin, or when we try to remove that sin from our lives, that stronghold, whatever it may be. So just remember, if there's dross left in the pot, if there's a stain on your spirit or on your soul or on your body, it's going to take an abrasive to clear it away. So do as David did. Do as David did. And ask the Lord to wash you with hyssop, to clean you up, to use that abrasive steel wool pad to scrub you clean, so that you will then be an acceptable vessel for him to use. Steph-ism number 2. You cannot remove the dross without an abrasive. Thank you, and we'll see you the next time.